What's up, everybody? It's your boy Webhead, and I'm back with another comic book haul. I know I've been missing in action. To be honest, I have been having technical difficulties. You don't know how much storage you really have on your phone until you start trying to shoot videos with it. So my phone froze on me and seized up, so I had to maneuver to try to get it back up and running. So temporarily, I'm back at it like a crack addict. So without further ado, we're going to jump into my comic book haul for this week. Better late than never, right? First up on my list, I went and found one book from DC. Batman Who Laughs. The final issue, issue number 7. Beautiful variant cover. This cover is dope. I see this cover lasting long terms, and the story is excellent too, so I think this is going to be a classic comic book right here. So I'm really, really looking forward to what the future holds for the Batman Who Laughs. And they say he's supposed to be crossing over into that Batman Superman series that's coming out. So I'm looking forward to that. Next up, we're going to jump right into Marvel. I got Venom, annual number 1. It's a beautiful cover. Next up, Conan, issue number 8. The Carnageized variant. It's a beautiful cover as well. Love the artwork on that. Also, Avengers, issue number 22. Again, the Carnageized variant. Hot to death. Fire. Straight fire. Can't beat that. Next up from Marvel, Powers of 10, issue number 1, the first appearance cover. This story is hot. If you guys are not reading Powers of 10, jump on it. It's a perfect time to get on it. Like I told you before, I never really was an X-Men person, but I'm really loving this story. This X-Men story arc that they're bringing on, I'm loving it. And I'm looking for them to do good with it. So, you know, I had to grab another one. It was just sitting there on the shelf waiting for me, so I had to grab it. Take me home, take me home. And you know, Scotty Young was sitting up there too. Like, who in their right mind would leave a Scotty Young variant on the shelf? Who in their right mind? I know I wouldn't. Dope cover though. Love it. Love it. Next up, I know this came out last week, but I grabbed a few more copies of Miss Marvel, issue number 5, with the new costume. Yeah, so they were there, so I grabbed them. You know? That new costume is dope too. So for those of you who haven't read it, take a look at it. Tell me what you think. If there's anybody out there that's reading this Miss Marvel issue, let me know what you guys think about it. Miss Marvel issue number 5 and that new costume. I know I went to Midtown to look for them. Midtown didn't even have them, so I was actually happy to find those extra copies. Next up, we're going to jump into my independents. From Valiant, we have Killers, issue number 1. I haven't read it yet, but I will read it. Just been super busy, ripping and running, phone crashing and everything. Not to mention you got family things you got to take care of. You guys know what real life is like, right? Yeah. Everything ain't videos and comics, I'm sorry. For as much as I wish it could be. Next up, Knights Temporal, issue number 1. Another nice comic. Beautiful cover. Can't wait to see what's inside this one. Next up is a comic that I didn't necessarily think I'd be able to get my hands on because everywhere I went it was gone. But I finally found a spot that had a few of them. From Dark Horse, Man of Black, issue number 1. I'm interested to see how all these families with magic story arcs are going to play out. There's been a few of them out lately, so I want to see what this one's about as well. Man of Black, issue number 1. That's cover A. So then you know I had to grab a couple of those cover Bs as well. That cover is dope. I don't care what nobody says. It's got that old school feel to it. That old school horror feel, right? Anybody else out there that's reading Man in Black, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about that, man. Is that something you think I'd be interested in? So you know I picked up another one for spec purposes. You know? With the new deal that came out between Dark Horse and Hulu, so, you know. That's an eerie cover, too. That dude just looking at me, yo. It's crazy. Next up, IDW, Kanto, issue number 2. How many of you guys were able to find this? Yo, everybody's talking about, they came in damaged. Oh, we didn't get ours yet. They were damaged. They came in damaged, like everywhere. I went to one store. This book was sitting on the shelf looking crazy. I was like, oh. So I grabbed it immediately. Kanto, issue number 2. Can't wait to dive back into this one. It's got a good storyline to it. Don't sleep on the little guy. Next up, IDW. I was able to find Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, number 96. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, number 96. Hot commodity, people. And I read this one. It's kind of crazy what's going on in this thing. Beautiful cover, though. Master Splinter getting busy up there. That's actually what they used to call me in high school, Master Splinter. Don't ask me why. But I found cover B also, so I picked it up too. Yeah, Jen's kind of surprised that the transfusion went the way it went. Casey's a little upset about it. He don't know how to take it. But read it. It's a good story. Next up, from Image. This had already been optioned. Excellence, number 1, was already optioned. I saw it on Comic Time 101. So I actually have been looking for a few copies of this, and I found some, so I'll be reading this to see what's going on with this too. Again, another arc with another story arc with about magic. You know, somebody born with magical powers or whatever the case may be. I haven't read it yet, so I've got to read it. But again, like I say, all these story arcs about magic, I want to see what they're doing, see where they're going. Right? Excellence, issue number 1. And then I picked up one more copy. Just for the spec box. Right? So there you have it, folks. Better late than never. That's my haul. If you like this type of content, please leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. I'm just going to keep going because I got to get better at this, you know. I'm new to the technology era, so I will keep playing with the cameras and tinkering with my phone, and I tried to do something with my laptop, but I didn't like how grainy that was looking, so I just didn't even do it. But if you do see a grainy video, it's because I had to do it with my laptop. So I'm gonna have to keep working with what I got until I can do better. But at the end of the day, I ain't complaining because I love what I'm doing. I'm just having fun, people, you know. So as always, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Yo, tell your friends. I'm trying to make 50 subs. So let's do a big push, man. Tell somebody, let everybody know. Sub, so I can give away some comics. As soon as I hit 50 subs, I want to give away 3 comics at one time. Either I'll put them all in one package and give them to one person, or I'll hit 3 individuals with one hot comic that has come out this month. or whenever we reach that 50 mark. But at the end of the day, I just want to give out some comments. I want everybody to enjoy what we got going on, all right? As always, my name is Webhead, and we're going to keep it coming. Peace.